Hello everyone, I'm Yan. Today I'm going to tell you 10 places to visit in Beijing. Located in the northwest of the North China Plain, Beijing is still sometimes referred to as Peking. It is a great place from which to explore this dynamic country due to its dense network of road, rail, and airline connections with other major cities. In this video, we are going to be taking a look at the top 10 rated tourist attractions in Beijing. So let's cut to the chase, and at 10, Beijing Ancient Observatory. The observatory, completed in 1442, the fortress-like Beijing Ancient Observatory lies in the east of the city near the station quarter and was continuously in use right up until 1929. It is widely considered one of the oldest such observatories in the world, along with a number of large bronze instruments designed by the Jesuit missionary Ferdinand Verbies. Once part of the old city walls, this tall brick tower served as a museum, offering a glimpse into the surprising amount of knowledge of the stars and the planets that existed at the time. Up next at 9, Beijing Capital Museum and the National Center of the Performing Arts. Arts and cultural buffs are extremely well catered. One of the country's leading art museums. Opened in 1981, the museum boasts a vast collection of artifacts, including ancient items of porcelains and bronze, traditional calligraphy and artwork, along with many fine statues from Chinese and other Asian culture. Other highlights of its collection of more than 200,000 important cultural artifacts, many originated from and in around Beijing, include the huge stele of Emperor Qianlong, weighing more than 40 tons, standing nearly 7 meters in height, and containing ancient scripts and writing. At 8, it's the Lama Temple, also known as Yonghe Temple. The Lama Temple is one of Beijing's most attractive and best preserved temples. Completed in 1745, the building served a political purpose by giving Lamaism the religion of then just annexed Tibet, an official seat in the capital. Okay, up next at 7 is the Beijing National Stadium. Recognized the world over for its role in the Summer Olympics held in Beijing in 2008, the National Stadium, also affectionately nicknamed the Bird's Nest, is well worth a visit. Built with a hefty price tag, this remarkable structure owes its unique design to the influences of traditional Chinese ceramics and has since the Olympics has been used to host large cultural events and performances including opera, pop concert, and football matches. In winter, it's turned into world's largest man-made indoor ski slopes. Another nearby attraction is the National Aquatic Center. It's also known as the Water Cube for its attractive nighttime display, which sees it lit up and looking like a giant ice cube. In addition to being the site of Olympic swimming events, part of the building has been turned into the Fun Water Cube water park. Afterwards, be sure to stroll along the lovely Olympic Green. This pleasant parkland and green space will take you past many of the most significant buildings from the 2008 Olympics. Okay, at 6 is the Summer Palace, located an easy 30 minutes journey by car, bus, or taxi from the center of Beijing. The city's Summer Palace is a must visit. Dating back to the 12th century and more than 700 acres in size, it is a picture-perfect setting which certainly benefits its royal status. Boasting a large 700-year-old man-made lake and beautiful gardens, often included on organized tour. One of the most popular things to do, if time permits, is to take a ride aboard the small pleasure craft that ferry tourists to one of the palace's temples, as well as a stroll past the traditional riverside shops on Suzhou Market Street. At 5 is the Temple of Heaven. The Temple of Heaven dates back to 1420 and incorporates a group of some of Beijing's most sacred buildings. Surrounded by lush vegetation, these lovely old temples and shrines are set up in two sections, one rectangular, the other semicircular, which together symbolize heaven and earth. It was here that on the day of the winter solstice, the emperor would ascend the heavenly altar in solemn ceremony to pray for a good harvest and offer sacrifices in the brightly decorated hall of prayer for good harvest. Be sure also visit the temple's echo wall, which echoes to even the quietest of voices, an effect exaggerated by three unusual echoing stones. At 4, it's Beihai Park. Just a short distance from the Imperial Palace, Beihai Park is one of the oldest surviving imperial gardens in Beijing. Laid out at the beginning of the 10th century, this beautiful open space takes its name from nearby Lake Beihai and offers many good reasons to visit. Among the park's most important structures are the Round Fort, dating from the Yuan period of 1271 to 1368, and the spectacular Hall of Enlightenment, built in 1690. The hall is home to a 1.5-meter tall Buddha carved from a single block of white jade and a large black jade vase from the early 12th century. Also try to include the beautiful 17th century white pagoda. And now at 3, it's Tiananmen Square. Tiananmen Square is the world's largest inner city square, designed to hold 1 million people. It was built to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the Chinese Republic in 1958. Highlights of a visit include the monument to the people's hero and the splendid Tiananmen Gate, known as the Gate of Heavenly Peace. It was completed in 1417 and was once the main entrance to the imperial city. Another features of note are the Museum of the Chinese Revolution, with its exhibits illustrating the various stages of the Chinese Revolution. At 2 is the Great Wall of China. Beijing is only an hour away from what is undoubtedly one of the country's most famous historic structures. The first part of the wall to be opened to tourists in the 1950s. You can enjoy a walk along an impressive section of the Great Wall, dating from the 16th century and standing up to 8 meters high. Along the way, you'll be able to enjoy numerous towers and parapets, offering superb views over the surrounding dramatic scenery. While a hilly walk, you can in fact take a pleasant cable car right up to the wall. Another popular spot to experience the Great Wall is Mu Tianyu, parts of which date back to the 6th century. Rebuilt and expanded over the centuries, it is becoming increasingly popular for its magnificent views, which are particularly beautiful during spring and autumn. And finally, at number 1, the Palace Museum, and the Forbidden City. The Imperial Palace, also known as the Forbidden City, is China's most significant attractions and can trace its origin back to the Yuan dynasty of the 13th century. Its immense size is the result of enlargements made during the Ming Dynasty between 1406 and 1420, after the capital was transferred here from Nanjing. Although this beautiful palace has been home for 24 Ming and Qing emperors, earning its nickname of the Forbidden City due to the fact ordinary citizens weren't allowed to access. The complex covers 720,000 square meters. All of it surrounded by 10 meters high wall with towers at the four corners and 50 meters wide moat. It is divided into an area used for ceremonial and administrative purposes, as well as the private quarters once used by the emperor and his concubines. Highlights include the Meridian Gate built in 1420, the impressive 35 meters high wall of supreme harmony is notable as the country's largest surviving wooden building, and for its splendid decorative gilded imperial throne. Located just a short walk away from the Palace Museum, stands the historical Imperial College, founded in 1287 by Kublai Khan and only closed in 1900. This beautiful structure served as his country's national university and often saw the emperors visit to further their education and knowledge. The complex covers more than 10,000 square meters, much of which can be explored, and there you have the top 10 rated tourist attraction in Beijing. Did you like what I recommended? Do let me know. Thank you.